Good morning, folks. Welcome back. And it's been a little while since I've done this series, since my computer's actually, everything's working properly now, so I can actually record now this game on my PC properly. I just gotta wait for this thing to load. Okay, nice. Alright, and we are, yes, Sunrise is our next episode with this character. I know this isn't the Victory is Life one, but that's another series altogether. This one I can actually finally catch up. I think I gotta go to DS9 for this to acquire the mission, or the mission contact or specialist that we have to pick up. I haven't activated, I haven't done the mission yet, or started the mission yet, so gonna get to DS9 first. Let's get the mission started.
With the war over, it's time for us to rebuild, to take stock of our situation, and to return to our roots as explorers. We've recently noticed that a star in an unexplored system near Ferenginar has become unstable. There's nothing to indicate any change to its stellar life cycle, so this is a perfect opportunity for us to chart the system, investigate the star, and improve our understanding of what's happening. I want you to head up this investigation. Find out why this star is suddenly dying, and make sure it isn't going to be a threat to any nearby worlds or systems.
If there's anything on here, I'm going to use the ships to use it for. Received instructions to pick up a stellar phenomenon specialist, a Cardassian scientist by the name of Zuval. She's currently at DS9. We can beam her directly aboard from the station. Noted. Pick her up, the specialist, when we reach DS9. Well, we're already at DS9, so... Oh, hello, that's like... Okay, so I gotta go into the system to get the specialist properly, and then we can head to our destination.
Thank you for the pickup. I'm Tenora Zuval. Let's get started. My preliminary observations show some kind of unknown stellar phenomenon. This unexplored system near Ferenginar is undergoing solar death. Basically, it's as if the star is going out suddenly, but there's no good reason why. We need to get close enough to take some readings and see what we can figure out.
Alright, depart and head to destination. Let us begin. We arrived in the system about 0.5 AU from the star, sir. Still no indication of what's causing the stellar decay. Detecting only gas giants in system, no signs of rocky planets other than the occasional moon for those Jovians. We're a little outside optimal range. We could probably get better resolution on sensors if we nudged a few kilometers closer. Let's move closer, get some readings of the star, and see if we can figure this out.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors. Initial results don't make any sense. The star's core reactions are failing, but it still has so much mass that it should be conducting fusion. It's as if it suddenly decided that it was no longer going to do hydrogen fusion, just heavier fusion processes.
Let's collect some stellar particles and see if we can find any clues with a more detailed analysis.
This kind of matter is ejected during corona events. We should be able to collect some with your ship's ram scopes if we head to one of the ejection zones.
We'll set up a plot of locations where we can take samples. Yeah, I'm sorry it's been a little bit since I did anything with this series. I know I've already done all these episodes with my other series, but this is still my Agents of Yesterday character, so he's got to do these things too. I mean, I know there's not a whole lot of difference in how the dialogue goes between a Romulan and Federation Agents of Yesterday.
Results are coming in now. This still isn't making any sense. It's as if the star's life cycle was suddenly accelerated somehow. But it never went through an expansion cycle. There's no good explanation for this yet. Maybe something else in the system caused it.
Sorry, my dog was barking. What if this phenomenon affected other bodies in the system as well?
If this is system-wide, we should find evidence of similar problems, with nuclear and chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
Set a course for the next closest body in the system.
Strange. Usually nebulae are massive clouds between star systems. Finding a micronebula in a system like this is quite rare. This may be the result of an event such as a cosmic string, shearing through a gas giant and turning it back into particulate matter. I'll need some more readings to know for certain.
Determine the best places to scan for information.
All the particulate matter will make your ship's sensors unreliable beyond a few kilometers, and shields will be offline. The best we'll be able to do is to check small areas until we get close to something unusual. We should head to where the deionized particle density is highest.
Switch to short-range scanners. Detecting deionized particles, icy fragments, trace amounts of inert material. Picking up some low-level distortion, possibly from impulse engines. Another ship may have been here recently. Keep searching. If there's another ship here, we should see if they know anything. Bless me. Here's headed this way. Control lanes, not rubber.
Coming in now. Nothing unusual coming in from the nebula, but those Tholian ships were quite far from home. Unfortunately, they can't give us answers. Looks like there's some heavy ionization on the far side of the nebula, though. As if it's receiving some kind of reflected radiation from one of the gas giants.
So the course for the gas giant. There's a large asteroid ring around gas giant, sir. We're reading a few metallic asteroids and some low-level radiation, maybe some additional clues, but nothing concrete. There's a lot of small debris moving at high speed here, nothing we can't clear up with our weapons, but we'll just need to make sure not to miss. Helm, stand by for evasive maneuvers to set a course for the largest radioactive asteroid. This asteroid is mostly silicates, with a few small deposits of iron and magnesium. Nothing particularly special. This asteroid has some zinc, copper, cobalt, plus traces of tungsten and mercury. A bit uncommon, but it doesn't give us any clues. Moving on. Large amounts of nickel, some titanium, and uranium. Lots of silicon. Here's something interesting, sir. This asteroid's been excavated along one side. Looks like someone used a primitive mechanical probe to crack part of the asteroid and remove some of it. Low-grade warp signature, nothing sophisticated. Someone's been here, but probably not with the kind of technology that could explain the stellar problem. Let's get closer to the gas giants and its moons and see if we can find any other clues. It's pretty barren for whatever it is. Plotting an optional location for scanning the gas giant and its moons. Should be on display now. This is interesting. We're picking up several moons around this gas giant, and some of them are habitable. Admiral, I'm picking up comm traffic. One of these moons is inhabited. Why didn't we pick this up outside the system? There are thousands of background signals in space, sir, many from civilizations we haven't encountered yet. Since the preliminary long-range scans of the system showed no Class M or L planets, it seemed that nobody thought that it would be inhabited. Our computers just classified these signals as ambient background until we were right on top of the transmitters. Beautiful translator is updating now. Any signs of starships or bases? A few minor orbital facilities, significant industrial infrastructure, 8 billion inhabitants. Sir, I'm picking up a few low-power warp trails, nothing the size of a starship, maybe a handful of probes. There's evidence that we've come across an early warp-capable civilization here. Let's conduct a few more scans. If this is a warp-capable society, when we make first contact, we don't want to seem hostile.
Greetings, unknown vessel. This is Administrator Kumarke. Please provide identification.
This is Admiral Marcus of the USS Welshman. I represent the United Federation of Planets.
Welcome to Lukari. Visitors here are rare, but we're always gratified by the chance to meet and exchange information with travelers. I regret that you have arrived at a difficult time. You may have noticed that our home star has become unstable. I'm leading a project to try to reignite the star. Unfortunately, we've already suffered severe disruptions, and we have a lot of problems to tackle right now.
We noticed the problems with your star. We came to investigate why this is happening.
These problems started only recently, just a few days ago. Our astronomers noted a significant shift in the star's output, and now it looks like it's guttering and dying. If we can't solve this problem, it's the end of our species. I'm the project leader for our solar probe team. We're going to try to restart fusion with a quantum chromodynamic accretion burst, but honestly, this is a colossal problem, and it may be beyond us.
My ship is part of a larger fleet. We have advanced technology and we may be able to assist you.
We have a solar probe ready that contains the booster module that needs to be fired into the star. It's capable of warp 2. There's a problem, though. The probe's remote navigation systems don't work. All of the interference from the solar flaring and guttering is blocking the signal. Could your ship get a trajectory plot so that we could set a pre-programmed course?
We'll look into it. We can use our astrometric computer to build a plot. What adjustments do you want to make on this probe trajectory? Point 1 should be at an elevation of 9,850. It is currently at 9.6. Point 2 should be at an offset of 9.4. It is currently at 9.7. So let's move the first point down. Oops, never mind. Up. That's as far as I can. That's as far as I can go up. Alright, well. Point 2 needs to go down. Which? Oh, that's the first point. Okay, why won't... Trajectory. Okay, well, we got those working. What are you saying? I gotta see it again. Elevation on first point is bad. Move it down. Okay. This is 850 though. Elevation on first point is bad. Move it down. What? It's 850, and it's telling me to move it down. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Okay, the numbers are going up again. All right, there we go. Done adjusting. Come on. Thank you. Display trajectory. First point's good. Second point's good.
We're getting your telemetry now. I'll have my engineers prepare the probe. Let's see if this works. Nothing to worry about, just the future of my planet.
We'll hold position for you to launch the probe.
The probe's made it out of orbit. Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range. It's gone to warp. The probe is arriving at the solar corona. Deploying chromodynamic booster. It didn't work. Repeat. Well, it didn't work. That was our one shot. Thank you for trying to help. I'm not sure what to try next. Maybe we can evacuate a few people. I'm not going to give up. But the situation is grim. If your people can offer any other help, we would welcome it. But I just don't see a way to relocate 8 billion people in the next few hours.
We are not necessarily out of solutions. We might still be able to find a way to reignite the star. Hail new arrival.
My name is Cal Dano. Looks like I've arrived at the perfect time. I'm here to help with the problem with this star. I'm a scientist, and I have some specialized knowledge that can help.
We've met. It's nice to meet you, Cal. Your help will be appreciated.
With apologies for the interruption, this is my home star. My people are the ones at risk here. If you have some way to reverse this process, my people should be involved.
Agreed. Since no other solutions have presented themselves, we should at least hear him out.
All right, I'm willing to do so, but it will take me a little while to get a shuttle out there. As you might imagine, things are a little hectic over here right now.
Don't worry. We won't need a shuttle.
You won't be able to get a lock on my ship interior due to the subspace manifolds. I'll go ahead and bring you aboard.
Ready for transport. Come on. does this? Might get DC'd here if it doesn't cooperate. There we go.
Welcome aboard. I'm Caldano.
You moved me here without crossing the intervening space. You have quantum teleportation technology.
Well,
Yes, we call it a transporter. It has a limited range, but it's useful for going from surface to ship.
Impossible! This ship's interior is massive, even though it's no bigger than a shuttle.
My ship uses compactified subspace folds. It's bigger on the inside.
right, now we have bigger issues to handle.
This is all quite overwhelming. This Caldano person is another stranger from somewhere else. And you're here to help with our dying star?
Yes, we came to investigate the star, and now we're involved. Yeah, Caldano has your blood in him, from what I understand.
Yes, I suppose I can see how a star suddenly dying might attract someone's attention.
Normally my people are explorers, and we would open diplomatic relations to engage in first contact, but this isn't a normal situation.
It's an odd coincidence. We'd probably never have met if it weren't for the trouble with the star. My people have never really had any desire to go exploring out there. We've sent a few probes and met a couple of neighbors, but we're happy at home, and we have what we need, so why risk it? I guess this crisis answers that question. The galaxy is bigger than us, and to survive, we need to look past just our home world.
The United Federation of Planets makes exploration and peaceful contact with new species one of its primary missions.
It sounds like you have a lot of experience in meeting other kinds of people. Maybe if we survive this, we can take the chance and learn more about each other, to talk about what we might have in common and what we have to offer.
I'm sure that my people will want to open relations. Your experience here will make you a neutral choice to participate in those discussions.
What can I do to help? My home is at risk. I want to do something, to be involved in solving this problem.
Stay with Caldano. This is his ship, so he can probably explain it best. Alright, Cal.
Welcome to my ship. Don't be alarmed. This vessel is from the 31st century, and it has some technology you may not recognize yet. I can assure you, though, that I'm here to help.
That explains why I wasn't able to scan through your ship's hull, or how you are able to have technology that can repair a dying star.
Correct. I'm associated with a temporal division of, well, let's just say that I'm an ally from the future, and I'm here to save the Lucari star.
Oh, I've met plenty of your people. Well, not you in specific, because you're a Lucari Vulcan human hybrid, from what they figured in the in the Enterprise episode. When they find his ship, they only know a couple of the DNA strands. There's a couple they don't know. One of those DNA strands is a Lucari DNA strand, which he kind of explains to us when we talk to him later on. So this involves changing this time stream. I've had about enough of that recently. I've ran into Daniels a few times, and I've had to deal with other issues, and of course let's bring it back something we've already dealt with.
No, I'm trying to prevent changes. Someone's tampered with this star. It's not supposed to die out here. The Lucari don't disappear today. At least not if we have any say in it. I have some technology that can help, but we'll need to rework it in order to repair the star's fusion processes. What I need you to do is to help me align this matrix to match the star's original spectrum.
you explain in more detail?
This matrix can adjust quantum induction fields, but restarting stellar processes isn't its normal use. This task should be simple. Go to each console and adjust the intensity of each color spectrum in the mix. When you have the right mix, the matrix on the center console should match the original color of the star.
Got it.
I'll regulate the device's main power state from this console.
Alright. Adjust the blue spectrum. Current wavelength is 440. Red wavelength range increase. At 620 and 750. Locking wavelength. Sir, while scanning, I got some data on Cardano, and it's a little surprising. He seems to be a hybrid of human and Vulcan with a small amount of DNA from the people of this world. Apparently, at some future date, these people, the Lucari, have a stronger tie with the rest of the galaxy. So he's not just protecting this planet, he's protecting his own ancestors from annihilation. This actually means he's probably more reliable. Let's finish repairing the star. Yeah, see, he's a Vulcan human Lucari. And the only reason why the star is dying because the Tholians are trying to call him out because he's got something they want. Okay, increase. Clock in wavelength.
Sounds like whoever tried to destabilize the Lucari star has decided to come knocking. Let's see who. They're packing a real wallop. Shields just went down. We have incoming!
Weapons ready. Prepare to repel border. Borders.
What are those things?
They're called the Tholians. Species that has to wear suits because they can't live in our environment.
I have the device shielded in a force field, but I can't deploy it until these Tholians are out of the way. Shields are back online. They shouldn't be able to get any more boarding parties over.
Cal, where are you? It's on the other side.
We've got a breather. Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use. In just a few minutes, it'll propagate a quantum wave shift that should correct the star's stalled fusion process. You should head back to your ship, and I'll send the administrator back home.
All right.
The device is charging. We're just a few minutes away from repairing the star.
Standing by.
Give us the task out.
Now the focus on my quantum phase inhibitor.
Readings are stabilizing. Shockwaves should be barely noticeable by the Lucari.
Some of those ships have just arrived at our home system. They're attacking our homeworld. We don't have any way to repel starships like this. Please, help us. Please, you have to stop them. We don't have any warships or space weapons.
Oh, give me a sec. Can't handle it. setup is all something. My setup's all messed up. Sorry, I have to set up some stuff because everything's all goofy. Set up because everything's not working like it should.
Thanks for the save, but the Tholians managed to steal the Tox Uthot while they had my ship webbed. That must have been their plan all along. My data suggests the Tholians use a trilithium warhead to destabilize the star, but the amount of resources needed to build such a weapon makes it inefficient to say the least. No, I suspect somehow they knew I would come here to save this star, and I would bring the Tox Uthot. Fortunately, Lucari's star is safe. However, nobody else will be, as long as the Tholians have that device. They could use it to snuff out or destabilize stars anywhere they want.
We'll have to get back from them somehow. That means we have to figure out their next target.
I have some thoughts on that, but I will need to do some calculations. These events, and the Tox Uthot itself, are tied up in the temporal Cold War. The Tholians Tholians may not care, but by using the Toxu thought, they risk distorting the timeline by wiping out civilizations that are supposed to survive into the future, such as the Lucari. I'll be in touch. At least now the Lucari will have a promising future.
Yeah, which version? Are you playing the PC or the console version?
Caldano is correct. You have preserved our future. My people will be forever grateful. Not to mention my personal gratitude, of course. I think we have a bright future ahead of us, if you'll forgive my play on words. I am eager to see where it leads. Thank you once again.
My people will contact you again soon. We have many matters to discuss. That doesn't tell me anything. Next Generation? That's the TV series.
I wish I could ask you about your science, your trade, your society. But I suppose there will be time for all of that now that our crisis has been averted.
Well, most people who are over level 65 are fleet admins. Or over level 60, I should say. First contact with another species is one of our most important duties. Our initial meeting has shown promise for an exchange of culture and knowledge.
Oh, I think our friend the administrator here is going to need a ride home. Would you mind? If you'll pick her up and take her home, I'll start looking for more data about the Tholians' plans.
We'll rendezvous with you shortly.
I have collected an amazing amount of information about what happened to this star. Thank you for bringing me along. Once we're back in Allied space, I'll take a shuttle home.
Mode for creating an account. What do you mean? You mean mod? Seems that first contact with Lucari has gotten off to a reasonable start. Now we just have to hope that when the Tholians show up again with the Toxu Thought, we can stop them from doing anything disastrous. We are ready to leave the system on your orders. Okay, so the chat just disappears, huh? I didn't even catch what he said, the last thing he said. But oh well, that is that. That is the end of this episode. I'm slowly getting things back on track again. Make a name and the faction. You mean choose a faction? You don't really make a faction, you choose a faction. Yeah, this is my Agent of Yesterday character. Oh, TOS faction. Yes. This is the Agent of Yesterday character. It's not really a faction, it's just a time you just start early. Yeah, this is my Agent of Yesterday character. I have a Jemadar character also, and then I have several regular Federation and some Romulans. I even have Klingon, but I don't really play the Klingon all that much. And then I also have the console version. So the console version is where my main Romulan character is. Yeah, I just finished this episode, so I'm not. Well, yeah. Usually, most people are on have the PC version. The console version is a little bit different. But yeah, I just finished this episode, so I am done. Thanks for watching. Hope you. I mean, I know you kind of came in kind of like halfway through the episode, but hope you enjoy. Until next time. Later.